Okay, everybody, so this is not quite a demo video. This is more of a development video. So I'm working on a new single blocks mod per a commission from a client, and I wanted to show kind of how I go through developing items and kind of debugging. So this is meant to be a grappling hook. Left click will shoot a grapple out, attach, and then you can pull yourself in by holding left click, or right click to release yourself, as well as scroll wheel will control the direction of the pull. So you can move back and stuff and it will do that. Now, part of testing is to give yourself some debug messages. Now to start with, I have to do client control overrides. So normally, the only thing you have available to you is left and right click when working with Minecraft items. That's literally the only thing you have. And then you have key bindings if you really want to be using key bindings. Some people have also figured out how to do scroll wheels and other things, but I went through and I've overridden the mouse functionality. So when I left click, I will see a message down at the bottom that goes, hey, you have pressed the mouse down, which is the first line. And then I release the mouse that goes false. You have released the left click on the mouse. And of course, it's giving me a hit notificator telling me where I'm hitting things. This is another thing with debug is you kind of want to give yourself visual aids to figure out what you're doing. In this case, I'm placing gold blocks. Now, I haven't quite got my ray tracing down perfectly. As you notice, it's not exactly dead on par. For a grappling hook, this actually is not that big of an issue because being slightly off is okay. But I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed up. But also what I've got here, so I've got right click. It'll tell me when I've right clicked, left clicked. And then if I hold scroll, I can get my scroll wheel here. Or actually I hold shift. Now I've decided that the only way to change your movement is to hold shift. This way you can freely move around your hotbar. But when you're on top of this, then if you hold shift, you notice how you're not moving on the hotbar and the scroll wheel is just moving. So that's one of the cool little things here going on. Now some of my other mods actually do have these features in them. The Armory mod as well has left and right click override for its guns. Let's see if I actually have a few guns enabled here. Now the same client has actually commissioned some weapons to be constructed, and these weapons are more than likely going to mirror the Armory weapons. Now I just got to find what tab I left these on. See if I can figure out. I may not have the Armory mod enabled. Looking around, I am not seeing... Aha! We have found it. Now this is the Armory mod. Now the Armory mod is still a work in progress. This is what's kind of cool about this client actually giving me some work to do is I've been trying to find an excuse to actually work on this mod for quite a while. Now let's see, I need some shotgun shells. So here we go, shotgun shell. And this actually has the same thing. As you notice, it's got a visual ray trace. Now the reason why I'm not using a ray trace actually for the grappling hook is the grappling block is a single blocks mod. Single block mod does not depend on any dependencies whatsoever. They're independent, which means I have to kind of code everything from scratch again. But this has got some ray tracing in it, so I can like see where I'm aiming at. It's not perfect either. The main reason why the Armory mod is dead on with the barrel of the gun is the gun doesn't have metadata to tell me where the ray trace is at the moment. So right now it's pretty much picking kind of a center of mass goal, but as you can tell, it hits pretty good most of the time. It has a slight inaccuracy miss as well. As you notice, it's slightly off to the side in high angles like this as well. This is something I have to work with the Armory mod as well, is that ray tracing is finicky, which this is the ray tracing code right now. This gets the aim of the player. It's been modified to function properly. The vanilla aiming method has a tendency to just not work whatsoever. Because mainly when you do vanilla stuff, vanilla assumes that you're going to be like literally this close when you're aiming. So you notice how like it works really good. When you get to a distance, it stops working as good. It's probably an accuracy problem. I think a few other mods have had this issue before. But this is the method right here called ray trace. Start point, end point. It works out pretty well. And it's got some fudged math right here to figure out the height of the player. This is something I probably need to adjust, which will actually fix things. And then probably the handhold position I need to adjust, and then the grappling hook will be dead on. But yeah, so this has been a dev kind of insight video. I kind of want to make more of these, and I'll try to get some more of these out for you as I work. But that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys later.